My name is Judge, and welcome to episode number 20-something of my YouTube exclusive runs. This will be the last run that we record from my little closet here in Seattle. So hopefully we get a good one here, and if not for the content, at least out of pity as I go back home and leave my lovely wife behind here in Seattle, you can hit that thumbs up and subscribe button. At least a little bit of emotional support in this trying time. Been doing pretty good in the last couple of runs. This week we had a pretty bad streak after the latest YouTube run, and then it started turning into a good streak. So I'm hoping that perhaps the good streak is continuing for today's recording. Let's hop in there and find out what the heck we're doing. Warlock number 1 class, Warrior and Demon Hunter are close behind, and I think 4th is Paladin. 4th is Paladin, I think. Why don't we fire up the Paladin and see what the heck we get. What was that? Come again? Nothing burns brighter than the holy light. Here we go. A ginormous Chungus or a ginormous Chungus. So what I want a Moarg Forge Fiend, 8/8 for 8 mana, or a Pearl Tusk, an 8/8 for 5 mana. The armor is actually fairly relevant, but I think we'll try to corrupt a nice Elephant here early on. Keep our eyes out for some hefty lads, is what I was going to say. King of Feoris. For each spell in your hand, summon a random minion of the same cost. Problem with this card is generally by the time you get to 10 mana, you've probably played your spells. I do not mind a nice Onyxia, however. We'll grab that for the top end, sure. Consecration, get some AoE nice and early, feels good. Flash of Light is okay. I probably just take a Youthful, even just to throw down on turn 2. If we find some Scorpids or some Pendarins or whatever, great, but probably just a 2-drop here is fine. Scorcher's great. Very strong card. Pendarin, yep. We can brew that back all day. Double Elephant or something to actually corrupt the Elephant. I think we're going to get 3 Claw Machines in the last half of the deck, so I think I'm going to go with Elephant number 2. Consecration number 2. It's been a long time since I've had 2 Consecs in a single Paladiner. Sure. Venomous Scorpid, how are ya? We actually have 2 dragons for the Cathedral Gargoyle, which is unusual. Dragons are pretty rare right now, actually. But I think I'm down for the Scorpid, because Scorpid's just insane. Traveling Merchant versus Circus Medic is probably tight. I think in Paladiner, I probably want to go Merchant and try to lighten this up. I'm looking for 6s and light stuff. Getting a lot of 4s here. Nice True Silver. Murloc Tidehunter into Traveling Merchant's really nice. We could be looking for that, or we can just take a 3. I feel like there's so many good 3s out there now. Maybe I just want the Murlocs. Murlocs into Oversized Merchant, pretty strong. Yeah, let's do that. Even more AoE? Ancestral Guardian's fine too. I think I'm just going to be Chungus AoE Paladin, maybe. I'll take a City Tax. Berserker's good. Strong 2. Carousel Griffin's gross. And we're going to take it. Man, we definitely want to be prioritizing 6s now with Elephant, and Carousel Griffin. Although Carousel Griffin's much more playable, good lord, on 5 than Elephant. Sentinel Initiate's one of the best 3s in the game. I just don't think I can ever turn down a Scorpion, though, right? Former Champ, an actual 5 we want to play on turn 5 and not later, perhaps. Righteous Protector is great. Nice 1-drop. Now we get Sunwell Initiate. I mean, Ghostly Charger is also insane. What a high-quality draft here. Another Carousel Griffin. Come on, give me the 6s. Give me the 6s. I need stuff to corrupt all these awesome 5s. Hermes a really solid 1. It seems like with all the AoE we have and the double Scorps, we can find equalities with Scorpids and have a quality City Tax, a quality Consex. I think I'm going to go a little heavier with the Forge Fiend than the small Murloc. There's our Bananaman. Very strong. Deep Run Engineer is great as well. Just need 6s. If we can find a Claw Machine or 2, that would just be so swell. Bone Wraith over Earthen Ring seems good. This is maybe the first, like, mediocre pick of the entire draft, honestly. I picked 25 here. Probably go for the Nut Sprite over either of these. Yeah, give me the Nut Sprite, sure. Wriggling Horror versus Sound the Bells. Another tight one. Probably Wriggling Horror is better than Sound the Bells. Both are quite strong. 4 more picks. We've got a... Let's count the 3s. We have Scorpid, Sunwell, Bananaman, all which we're happy to play on 3. A couple that may be good on 3. 2s, we have Tidehunter, Berserker, Brew. A couple conditional ones. That's tight. Probably Berserker is supposed to be the best card here. But Tanglefur can also help with turn 4, since we don't have a lot of 4-drops. Just Consex. And we can play a 2 and another thing from Tanglefur. Close call. Close call. Let's go Berserker here. Close pick. Sandwasp is great. Sandwasp is great. Rustrot up there as well with all the warrior weapons out there right now, but I don't think it's better than this. Now we get our Sound the Bells, and last pick is going to be one of these 3 cards, so a little bit awkward not finding a lot of 6s. We turned down a 6-mana 4/8 Lad to take another Elephant. But we didn't find any 6s, so it's only 2 cards we have to corrupt it if we don't find spells that are hefty enough. So we'll have to figure it out there. Next, you could find, say, a Clockwork Giant to help you corrupt those things. What do we want here? Young Priestess just to get a nice early start. Invigorating Stormwind after an Onyxia could be something. I have enough 3s, right? I don't really need a Spider Tank. I think I might take the Sermon here. Something that does something a little different. I have a lot of curve stuff already. Okay, interesting deck. Got a nice Onyxia at the top end. Oh, this deck is weird because it looks like it's super light. Like it's got a tons of 2s to 5s. It's going to be aggressive. But it actually has so much value, right? We've got Pandaren Importer, Deep Run Engineer, double Scorpid with Brew. I'm going to probably be playing these Carousel Griffins a lot as 5-mana 5/5 Divine Shields, which is fine. Looks solid. Let's fire it up. Game number 1. Double Scorp is real nice to see. Like that's a rarity. Onyxia and Moarg. Do you ever keep either of those because your curve is so light? Probably the answer to that is no. Only 2 cards over 5 mana. Like, you want to find your Bananaman? You might not even make it to turn 9. I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Probably this is the play. We can't always coin out the Brew. It is a curve piece. And it's Value City from here. Another really good target for Brewmaster is Former Champ. Bring back the 1/1 to get an extra 5/5 down the line. I don't have 6s, so it's not like I'm coining to corrupt these. I could coin the Deep Run and then brew it. Is that worth it? Is that worth it? You know what? Whatever. Let's do it. Because I can always just play a nice Almagam or something. That could corrupt our lads down the line. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it as a chance to corrupt some 5s, because we're going to draw a lot of those. I think Clockwork Giant's going to be one we love to see from Deep Run here, actually. All right. Brew it right back. The old immediate D-tempo.
This one goes there.
Love it. Love it. Really solid 3s here, too. Yeah, at this rate, our Clockwork Giant's going to be 2... Don't tap. Please don't tap. No! What? Now I can't corrupt my elephant. Now I just have to play... Oh, thank God. Thank goodness. Okay, we can't play our 3-mana 8/8. That was a close one. That was a close call. All right. Initiate, you're in. I just want to corrupt all my 5s. I don't want a 3-mana 8/8, right? Come on. Poisonous Scorpion means I am playing a 4-mana 8/8 and just trading this off and hoping they don't have Embalming. Like, they're not even going to have 5 mana here, right? You think they're discovering hard removal to play around my Clockwork Giant? Is it actually going to be 3 mana? Am I going to float a mana here? Where's my Righteous Protector? Never lucky. Never lucky. Look, elephant, elephant, wanting to be corrupted. And now I'm going to have to play this. It's ridiculous. Okay. Well, we're about to find out real quick whether they have hard removal, such as Imp Balming, such as emphasis on the L, such as Siphon Soul, even like a Battleground Battlemaster. Just missed out on the 6s. Any spells, party up. We can discover party ups with our Scorpids and Pandaren. That could be a nice one for corrupting the 5s as well. Maybe they turned down an Embalming for something different with Scorpid, and now they have the deepest of regrets. Oh, no, there they are. Up, Mark, you're running out of time here, buddy. Demonic Assaults to block me. I have been blocked. Alrighty. Well, let's throw down this former champion. Get rid of one of these. Demonic Assault. Really? It seems like it's a really common card in Warlock right now. Really, really strong. Sure, that's not how they hoped they would play Demonic Assault. And now if they go ahead and trade the 1-3 into the 1-1, we have a Consec and a lot of face damage coming in. Still haven't replayed our Deep Run. Could be looking at another Deep Run Giant. Or this we do not mind. That we definitely don't mind. You know I have that Deep Run. You know I can play a huge Chungus anytime, right? And they go face, which is interesting. Doesn't bother value trading. Alrighty. Let's go like... Would I play an 8-8? I guess I can always see what this is first. Deep Run over Pandaren. Gonna be Carousel. Great. Consec. Great. Whack. 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 And still plenty of value with the Pandaren and the Scorpid. Plenty, I mean, 4 mana at 5/5 Divine Shield's pretty good. You have an audience with the king? Excuse me. I absolutely do not have an audience with the king. Could you kindly step aside? Because that doesn't even, like, we're not even too concerned about that, right? We're not too concerned about that, are we? Let's go ahead and discover a spell. Perhaps an equality.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
No. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. Maybe Noble Sack for something with Rush instead of Reckoning in this case. And we could deal 5 to the dome, I guess, and get our weapon equipped maybe. Or, I don't know, anything I can get here. We could get Mount from Scorpid and go Noble Mount on the 8. That could be another idea. I guess I'll go for it. We got tons of value. We can play a bit of a longer game. Interesting. Blessing of Kings. No need to try to get cheeky. We'll just go bonk. Bonk. And bonk and bonk. Pretty good. Lion's Guard. We're still ahead, though. Blessing of Kings. True Silver. Still need to corrupt you with one of these elephants. Maybe a Moarg Forge Fiend off the top wouldn't be the worst. Cool. I don't think they have enough health for that to be good right now. Pretty good draw. In theory, if we didn't have the poison on the board. GG. GG. Stealer of Souls really got hit hard by that last nerf there. 6 mana makes it a heck of a lot worse than it was at a 4 mana 2/6 in Arena. Going for 2. Solid stuff. I think it's kind of like what we expected. We got value, or we've got curve, and then we've kind of got to figure out a way to corrupt these 5s. Another warlock. What's with all these people playing the best class, you know? Talk about value. What is this? You know what? Whatever, fine. Sure, I'm in. All in. All in. I'm not going to keep an Onyxia. 9 mana, are you kidding me? Forge Fiend, though? That'll corrupt some 5s. Perfect. I'm going to coin out the Engineer first in case I get 3 cost I want to play. That will become a 2 mana curve play. Okay, since I already have this in hand, right? Since I kept that, I'll be able to take the Claw. Claw is almost always better than Clockwork Giant, but it is definitely something to consider when you get a way to corrupt a Griffin, an Elephant, an Elephant. Invigorating Sermon. Invigorating Sermon. Blessing of Kings seems fine. Could take a snack run and look for something a little better, but Blessing of Kings is great. And yep, sure, we'll remove that. No Dread. We don't want a Dread Mount to come into the 1/3. That'd be pretty terrible. Similar ideas going on between the two of us. They play a Loot Hoarder into a Scoundrel. We play a Deep Run into a Pandaren, into a Scorpid. It's value city over here. Scorpy, what do you got for me? A nice... probably Barricade, right? Like, they're gonna remove some stuff here, no? Barricade could be good. Double City Tax? Nah, I'll just take this Barricade. Hit this Dome. See what they remove here. There's the Dreaded Mount. There's the Dreaded Mount. Now, we're not going to be able to remove the 1/3, so are we playing Blessing of Kings and going face? Or are we playing Invigorating Sermon and playing that long game? I think not. I think we're going to wait on that. Don't think it's super great right now. I think we'll just hit this up with a Blessing. Keep a 5/7 on the board and ship that to the Dome, see if they have hard removal. A Poison? I should have taken the City Tax. I should have taken the City Tax if only I'd known. Okay. Okay. Just take a bone. Just give you this. Be like, here, you can have a Bone Wraith with your poison. They can Claw Machine this, run the 1/1 into the 2/1, come in here, and we are toast. So let's hope that doesn't happen. If they don't do that, Rift Cleaver is pretty terrible as well for us. We can Barricade City Tax. We can Barricade City Tax. Also just Claw Machine this. They're down to 12, but these have been some rude cards, right? Mount, Basilisk, Rift Cleaver? Come on, who has a Rift Cleaver?
I wonder.
Gonna have to be City Tax. Alrighty. What else you have? What else do you have? Tough spot for us now here. Monk, we got a lot of stats coming in a while. Werebear is a good target for our Claw Machine at any rate, even if we can't clear the 7/2. Really strong stuff from our opponent. A good follow-up. Claw. Into a big Chungus Elephant. So we're looking to corrupt some stuff next turn, I guess. I don't know, that's tough though. Maybe we should just top deck Consec. We have 2 of them. Let's actually have decent Arena Fanatic. How many? 6? Into an Ectoplasm. Oh man. Oh geez, I gotta just corrupt all this stuff, right? I mean, I can't, I have to, right? They just go 7/2 and 1/1 in. I could look for a spell, I guess. Am I gonna die this turn? No? Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Spell? Oh. I mean, the 8/8's just so bad. Noble Mount is something nice here. I can't really do anything after it. I guess that's what it's got to be. Okay. Slow turn here, please. Or at least one that can't deal with my Forge Fiend, maybe. This way, too, we play the Forge Fiend this turn, and then we play double Corrupted Lads on 10, maybe. Okay. A Smul Wind Fury Lad. Oh, I see. You too, eh? Okay. Okay, well then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost enough for you. You know they're just going to play hard removal on this, and it's going to be extremely sad. But we'll power through here. Okay, leave that at 8 health, so if they try to make this trade, we actually kill their lad. And let's see if our corrupted 5s are enough here. Hard removal?
Who wants to play?
No, but that's also concerning. And that's also concerning. Instead of a 9/8, they just have an 8/9 now. That's a problem. One that this does a pretty good job of handling, to be fair. And this can handle the 5/8 first? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And just leave him with a 2/1? And a 1/1, of course. Okay, well. Bonk. And bonk. Evens things up fairly nicely. Double trade into the 11/3. Looking for what? A Consec maybe? You can clear both of these with a Consec. Carousel Griffin. Another? Are you playing a 6? Embalming on an 8/3 is okay. A little risky too. They might have more removal, but they know they just gave us a Griffin. I guess they figure we can't corrupt it anyway.
Prove your worth.
Okay, so then now they can kill our carousel. If they choose. Pretty nice Divine Shield popper there. And they can even value trade our former champ 1/1. So it'll have to be a Consecration coming in next. Better be this and this. Sure. Sure. What a game. 1-win games nowadays, you know? Crazy. Like 5 mana, 11/11 rushes going around here. Pretty good top deck. Pretty good top deck, but they still haven't corrupted the 5/5. And Rumbletusk is nice to hit with our Consec. That's not the worst. Interesting. 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 Intriguing, even. They just can't corrupt this either, I guess. Alright, why don't we do... this. This. That. And this. And ship that to the face. They got a 5/5 that is not corrupted and can't get corrupted this turn. And they're probably looking for taunts here. We actually do have, I guess they run the 1/1 into the 1/1, so we don't quite have lethal. Well, now they're, now they're 5 mana 5/5s is an 8/8 taunt Divine Shield, and we are screwed. But it was a fun game. Draw a minion? What minion do we need? All our minions are way too small. We are just done for.
Really, it's not too heavy.
Onyxia. Onyxia, how I wish I could play you this turn. Sadly, I cannot. My invigorating sermon? My invigorating sermon... 5, 9, 10, 11... It was, wasn't it? It was awesome, wasn't it? Dang, that big sleepy Taunt is gonna get us here. Crazy games. What insane quality on both sides here. Alright, here comes the big Chungus. And our only hope is, what? Can we top deck Consecration? Does that do anything? And they go all face? And then, no, I think we still lose. I think there's just simply zero hope. Especially now that we've died. Now there's definitely zero hope. That was a good game. It's just one you hope happens at like 10-0 instead of 1-0, right? Poof. All right. GG. That's kind of typical Hearthstone right now, ever since the adjustments of last week. Ever since they fixed the Epic Offering right, there's been some pretty... Seems like deck quality in general has kind of skyrocketed. Some pretty insane stuff out there right now. Do I keep invigorating Sermon? Going first. I probably just honestly keep the 2-drop, that's for stats, and look for 3s. Like Sunwell. Sunwell's good. They full kept. Not a good sign. Full keep from our opponent. And drawing a weapon ASAP. Whack-a-Knoll's not in right now, I don't think. No Whack-a-Knoll. This is a little bit weak. Still coming down, but it's a little bit weak. Value trade happens. 2-drop for a 2-drop, but they get to draw a card is pretty bad. What else is there? There's Auction. Auction Gavel. That's in.
Look what I found.
I'll probably play the Initiate first, because it's kind of tough for them to handle right now. And if it does handle the whole board, it's the same as playing City Tax anyway. More than likely, they go all face, play a 3-drop. I can come into the 3-drop, play City Tax and Deep Run. And that's pretty good. Mana Tide Totem, good heavens. Okay, well that's not very good for tempo. 3 mana draw card is rather bad, actually. As much as I love a good old Mana Tide Totem. Okay, well, Deep Run, what do you have?
Could have sworn it went back together.
Definitely gonna be you. And a little bit of this, a little bit of this. We can even consider just playing the Elephant next turn, corrupt that Griffin for turn 6. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Either that or we'll bring back Deep Run to look for Claw, which will corrupt the Griffin. Spooter Tonk. Just Elephant the Spooter Tonk? Yeah, now I actually get the Divine Shield afterwards too, so that looks completely fine here. Just get this corrupted. That's going to be our strongest play. We can always brew stuff back later, I suppose.
Arena's full.
Arena's full. As long as they don't have a ping, everything's fine. They have a ping. Everything is not fine. Pretty good turn, though. Brew back this 1/1 carousel. Badoo. Badoo. Cool, cool, cool. Then we just need to decide whether we want to buff the Engineer or play the Engineer, then buff whatever's inside with the Bananaman. What are Shaman doing right now in Arena? They're doing like elemental stuff, right? They're playing all the 3-mana 2/3s and just drawing all their dunk tanks and dunking you. That doesn't look like it answers the 8/8 particularly well. If I had to guess, I would guess that they do not have a Hex in hand. That'd be my wager. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and play this since we automatically have a curve play now with Bananaman Temple.
Could have sworn it went back to
Grab ourselves a large annoying Tron. This isn't horrible either. I think I will take the Annoytron though. Slam this.
Really? It's not too heavy.
And slam this. Seems good. Seems good. So I'm pretty sure their 2/7 taunt was 4 mana, and our 8/8 taunt Divine Shield was 4 mana. So like, it's not shocking that we're ahead on this board. Really good claw machine though. Not really a good place for the 5/5 to go. Probably deciding whether they want to mitigate face damage or just like wait for something better. They decide they don't really have time to wait. And that is actually insane right now. Yeah, sure. Okay, Scorpid first. Grab ourselves a Sound the Bells finisher. Drop the annoying Tron. Oof. Oof. 4 mana, give a minion +5/+5, or rather give your minions in total +5/+5, and, you know, do a Keliseth. What is it? Keliseth effect? Not horrible. Better than Blessing of Kings on the board. I think the Shaman's having a bad time, Bob. No Earthquake. Double Healing Totem, the combos. That's a genius. It's too bad I have Poison on board. It's pretty good. I could Consec, trade, and then I could do 3 Sound the Bells. Which would leave them still alive, so I guess we won't Sound the Bells. Let's start with this. And actually, no, we're going to do this, aren't we? We're going to go Consec. We're going to give this a whack. We're going to drop the former champion. All right. That's a tough one to come back from. Not impossible if they top deck an Earthquake here, but I think odds are we're winning. Right now, the game, immediately they're going to blow up now. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, well, and that is a large lad. That is a large lad. Is it still lethal? Is it still lethal? I gotta imagine absolutely it is. Dong. Dong, dong. Alright, GG. GG, it would have been scary to lose that game and go down 1 and 2 with this kind of deck, but I've seen crazier things happen in the arena before. You just never know. Going for our 3rd win. Okay, there's Sunwell Initiate. Very solid. Haven't seen our Righteous Protector yet. Wouldn't mind seeing that, especially against a Hunter early on. Pretty good start, though. Yeah, you know what? I just might keep that. That seems fine. Coin out Initiate into Scorpid. Maybe a Wriggle. Maybe a Consec. Seems good enough. The Scorpid's going to give us a party up, I think. I'm fairly certain.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
This is one of the scariest starts from a Hunter because for some reason, even though Ramming Mount is banned from being drafted, you can still discover it with Pandaren Importer or with Scorpid. At least it's a little bit of an awkward trade on the board if they're doing that, and they give us a Divine Shield maybe. Instead, they go for a nice D-Spear, getting rid of our D-Shield nice and early. Just kidding, not getting rid of our D-Shield nice and early. We got for a Scorp. card's great. Now they can just use the weapon and the last 1/1 to clear the 1/3, but if they do that, then they don't have an extra ping for the Divine Shield, so we're happy to offer it up. Maybe they just won't remove anything and give me a nice wriggle here. Whoa, heck, that's not good. Oh, heck. I guess we have Consecration. It's fine. We should probably play Consecration now then, right? Ugh. Ugh. Oh, you hate that. You hate to Consec now, though, don't you? Nobody likes that. Bump Consec, leave a 1/1 versus a 3/3. That's a really strong card here. What else can we do? Not really much, honestly.
Quit distracting me. Now they're angry.
Guess we'll just have to get those out of the way now. So they remove the entire board. They get their first play in. And then we drop the former champ. Get to preserve the weapon. Pretty solid. Opponent's being rude. Opponent's being rude and playing a lot of good cards. I've heard this one before. Desert Spear, Pandaren, Scentfinder, DID. This is even Argent Squire. This is all premium stuff so far. And yes, I mean premium. Argent Squire is premium in Hunter. What else? Come on. They play Rats now? I'm out. Okay, that's pretty solid because they get the nice value trade, but it's, you know, they are going to get hit pretty hard. Good lord, by another Consec here. Oh my goodness. 2 Desert Spears, Scentfinder, DID. We're at 2-1, folks. Like, this is just insane. This is just nuts. Gotta be our second Consec. Thank goodness we drafted 2 of these. And now this is normally, like, I guess we just gotta play this. It's the best tempo, but a second Desert Spear this early? That's gonna be nearly impossible to handle. In fact, it may just be impossible. Top decks the Wrath Golem. I'm just at a loss for words here. That's insane. We're done. We're screwed. 2-2. This deck is fantastic, but we are just playing like, you know, this deck and the last Warlock game was really good, but these are decks that look better than a lot of my 12-win lists that we've seen come our way so far this early in the run. That's just nuts. What do I do here? Get as wide as I can? I mean, they got the 6th durability of Desert Spear to clear out these small lads. We are super toast. Right, 2 things gone here. We keep a 3-2, a 4-2. Maybe we can make a trade Noble Mount, find another ping. We already played maybe Scorcher. Hoo-wee. Trying to figure out a way that we ever win this game, and it just doesn't seem to be there. If it's anything, it's like we top deck Scorpid, and then we pick Equality, and we find City Tax. We've already played both Consecs, which is just insane. And Darren? And Darren into what? And Darren into what? We ignore the secret. You could do Invigorating Sermon alongside Noble, but then you don't clear the 7-1. If there's anything, it's gotta be in here. It doesn't look super good, to be honest. If I'm being honest, these don't look like they're gonna win us the game. Yeah, grab a Noble Sack. See what's going on here. Okay. Probably gotta do this. If it's pressure plate, we could be in trouble. We got to assume it's explosive, I think. Or just anything but pressure. And this. Okay, hope they don't have any damage from hand, which we know they have a weapon, so I don't know. I don't know. Oh, good God. What are we at? 15-0 here? Good gracious. I don't think we're gonna win this one. I don't think we're winning this game. Regarding Sermon could be looking nice. Slow. Hero power and pass. Their two things are open the cages and explosive, right? Open the cages and explosive, and we'll just play around it so expertly that they'll have no choice but to concede. Nothing to worry about. Gotta love Hunter's Pack. Okay, so 4 mana, 7/7. That's also pretty solid. And now what the heck am I supposed to do? Invigorating Sermon? Everything but the Griffin, maybe? It's never pressure plates.
Reporting for duty.
Rat? Is it always rat? Do I need a noble sack? Okay, what the heck am I supposed to do here?
Those were priceless.
Maybe snakes? It is snakes. It is snakes. Meaning I expect explosive. I'll know for sure next turn. Like, what do I even do here to ever win? Do I have to go face ever? 9 to the dome? Do I trade the 7? With this? I guess I do. Do something like this, maybe? And it is open the cage is not explosive, and of course they get Leok, the best one by far here. And they still have another thing. Maybe I should have gone face and been like, if it's explosive, I lose anyway. The problem is they just kill us, right? They just literally they have lethal if we do that, as we see here. There's just no way to win. This deck is nuts. This deck is insane. Aha! Take that, snake. Looking good. Looking good. You know, these kinds of runs are good for people to watch because I think a lot of people go into the arena. Maybe they play one arena run in a week or a month or something and they play, and this kind of stuff happens to them. And they're like, why am I so garbage at this game? And the truth is, this stuff happens to everyone every once in a while, no matter how good you are. You know, currently number 1 in the Americas, and I just am flabbergasted. I can't believe what I'm playing against here. There's no way we beat this. Like this kind of deck, like I feel like I draft this kind of deck 1 in every like 10 to 15, maybe even more drafts to go 12, like for a potential 12. And we're playing them at 2 and 1. Like it's just crazy. 4, 6, 8, dead. We're gonna die. We're gonna be dead. We're gonna be definitely dead. Dying. Yeah, it's a kind of run that reminds people like, hey, you know, Judge can get absolutely annihilated by RNG just like me, you know? Great. Good lord, is that drafted too? Scorpid as well? I mean, our deck is good. But it's not a 2-2 deck, right? Like, this doesn't seem like a 2-1 game. I think we accidentally queued in starting at 7-0 this run. I think they might be over trading a little, but at the same time, I guess both lines, like trading versus not, are probably both 100%. I might be a little worried about Deathwing if I were them, I guess, but this is going to be Freezing Trap. This is going to be Freezing Trap. Freeze and then Nuts and then get out of here. Nut. Single nut. That's all we need. Well, we are 2-2. That is not where I expected this run to end up, but luckily, 2 losses is not the end of a run, so there's still hope. In fact, just earlier this week, was it just yesterday on stream? We had a 4-2 run that went all the way to 12. So you never know. You never know. Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we overdue for a bad run? I'm a little worried. I think we are. It's been a couple episodes. Surely not with this deck, though. Surely not with this deck, please. Bluntor, another hunter. Your deck is going to be much more reasonable than the last opponent's, right? Another coin for us. Keep the Scorp, toss the rest. Got a Bananaman nice and early. Okay, that start is criminal. Like, that start is insane. Surely our opponent now is going to be saying what we were last game, right? Being like, how in the world is this Paladin 2-2? Oh. Oh. Oh, interesting. Fun to get a buff on this. But I don't think quite necessary. The greediest line here is coin the Sandwasp Queen into hero power into Bananaman. I think we are getting more than enough out of our Bananaman here. We may, though, save the coin now that we get a Sandwasp Queen, because we get buffs on 2 Sandwasps instead of just the Queen. That's going to be pretty good. Especially if we see a slow start here, although they did full keep. Another full keeper opponent.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
I'm having deja vu here. No ramming mount, please. Yeah, okay, sure. You can go ahead and trade here. And I'll run the 3-1 into the 1-2 to play a Bananaman. That's a lot of stats coming in. Wound Prey is a pretty efficient answer to a 3-1. But it doesn't develop them all that much. And their best play last turn was a Pandaren, which it turns out was probably not the correct play. I guess they were really looking for Ramming Mount. Strong board for this.
Really, it's not too heavy.
And let's start getting as many stats as we can out on the board. That seems good. So yeah, they played a 1-3 over a 3-2. Generally, the rule is you want to play your stats before you play your effects, like before your value, tempo before value. So maybe leading with the Mercenary might have made more sense for our opponent. But I guess they really were just like, what if I get that ramming mount, maybe? Okay, that's a pretty good card. That is a pretty good card. I'd rather Invigorating Sermon when I have stuff on the board. So, I think probably do this and look for a spell. Get the Annoying Poison on the board. We know they don't have that Wound Prey anymore. There's our Party Up we were talking about. We can Party Up into Invigorating Sermon. Also corrupts our Elephant and any other 5s we happen to get along the way. Seems good. We'll give them the 3-2. Again, just as many stats as we can get. We don't need to be that greedy with these stats. We just have so many of them from Bananaman. Sure. We also have 2 Consects. Those wouldn't be horrible. We get 2 draws at it. City Tax is really good, too. Bump this first.
I've got this.
Drop the City Tax. Slam an Initiate. Give that a whack. Seems strong. They probably have to double trade into the Poison. Sometimes, I mean, Murlocs and Invigorating Sermon could come down here even before Party Up. Sometimes Invigorating Sermon on that 3/4 can, on the Sunwell, can catch people off guard. Maybe not quite as strong as our last opponents, but this is a pretty strong looking 2-2 list as well. Pat Kodo, Pandaren, Wound Prey, Bone Wraith. Nothing special about Prize Vendor. Lush Water is fine. Okay, sure. A nice trade. Don't think we need a Consec here. Probably just going to go ahead and do this play. Even if we are going to come into party up. Let's go ahead and top deck a Carousel Griffin. Plan the party. And get ourselves up to 3 wins. Oh my good heavens. Why though? We're still too far ahead, right? Come on, tell me we're too far ahead. We gotta try to trigger explosive. We're gonna play party up and then they're gonna go for the explosive, right? Only 1 rush, so we don't get to kill that. They get to start a little bit of a beast train. You know they're going to go look for explosive now this time, so I doubt we're going face this next turn. Just use all those stats to try to keep the board clear before dropping an Elephant. Sound the bells a bunch of times on this Wind Fury. Okay, let's try this first. Let's try. Let's go ahead and try just this, and this, and this. Get that explosive out of the way. And we'll go ahead and... Oh my goodness, these are quite hefty. Yeah, you know what, let's do that then. A little bit of this. No need to trigger the rat with some Sound the Bells action. Just get this power on the board. Keep the Pearl Tusk able to clear a Lord's Daunt. Seems pretty good. Life Drinker. Okay, that's a bad card. We're happy to see that. Into Lock and Load next. You got to Lock and Load first. Okay, that's a pretty atrocious turn. We're now we're talking. Now we're making 2-2 plays. Now we're making 2-2 plays. We like this. Rat Trap, open the cages. Yeah, we are just golden here. We are just golden here. Feels good. Feels good. I mean, going 2 wins, that would have been so embarrassing. Going 3 wins, no problem. That's great. That's universal average stuff. So, you know, that's going to relate to the most people watching. This is great. This is perfect news. Scorpid? Adding 2, I mean, what is nearly an incredible list. It looks like, you know, this is probably one of the weaker decks we've faced so far this run, and all it takes is just a couple weaker plays, like that Life Drinker. Even apparently like that 2-mana 2/3, which is odd. That's one of the weakest cards we've seen. GG. Good night, Jim Kite. Good heavens. Is that drafted too? That is also drafted. No, it's from Lock and Load. You're trolling me. What does this mean? Dancing Cobra into Dancing Cobra. What is that? What is that trying to tell me? Corrupted? Okay, all right. That was not drafted. 3-2. Got the universal average. We're going for 4. I would love to maybe win this game as well. That'd be good. I wouldn't hate that. Maybe we'll get to play our Onyxia one of these days. see a Righteous Protector. I see a Sunwell. I see a Demon Hunter, which makes my Righteous Protector a little sad.
Rage pales before mine. Behold the light inferno.
What's brighter? Illidan's Rage or the Light's Inferno, I wonder? Okay, Elephant, welcome back. Why don't we go ahead and top deck a Sandwasp Queen here while our Sandwasp would be protected by the Taunt. Another full keep. Have we seen a single mulligan this? Has anybody tossed a card this entire run? Come on. We could use some people with not great hands, you know? I mean, I guess we just top deck whatever we want anyway. But, you know, come on, you know, still. Still, though. Debating whether they want to coin a 3 like they were originally planning or actually mix in a hero power.
I grow impatient.
They decide they will mix in the hero power. So next turn might be hero power the 3/1 coin a 3. Unless we find a small dunce. Maybe we find a play next turn, and then maybe we somehow corrupt all of these. This is what I was talking about when we drafted the deck, saying turn 5 is a lot of the time going to just be a Carousel Griffin uncorrupted. And that's completely fine. Coin hero power, though. That's pretty good. That's pretty perfect here. We do get a Consec. Am I playing that next turn, maybe? They're definitely going to make the 1/1 trade into the 3/4. So let's just get a board to maybe set up a better Consecration this turn. Or we just, you know, if they don't kill everything, we can just run a small lad off into it and play a Carousel Griffin. Whoa, the cheese! Whoa, some rather hefty cheese! There's our corruption down here. Better just be a little bit of this. A little bit of that, and a little bit of bonk bonk. Imagine playing an on-curve Lion's Guard right now. Do you have an audience with the king? Do you have an audience with the king? That'd be extremely rude. It would never happen, not to me, no way. They're just perplexed by our excellent board right now. They have no idea what the heck they're supposed to hero power. A 2/1? A 2/1? Or maybe a 5/5 D shield? Maybe a demon? Maybe you're supposed to do it to ping a demon? Maybe our opponent has lost the will to go on after seeing this excellent quality 5 cost. Whoa! Okay. Okay, well, do I just have to play this again? Probably. Little bit of this. It's tempting to go face, isn't it? How tempting is it to go face? I don't really want to give them this trade. I feel like I just do this. Coming into turn 6. Do this. And just simply grab this nice trade here. At least it didn't go face, I guess. I'm going to play all my corruptible 5s before I get to Onyxia. Heck. Heck. That's fine. That's fine. You don't even bother popping the D shield because it's too much damage. They're going to die if they do that. And Consecration's looking decent here, I think. I wouldn't hate playing my Consecration here. See what's in here. Just big party. Just huge party. Just in case we want to corrupt our Elephant before we get to Onyxia. I thought this game might have been the one where we play Onyxia, but it doesn't look like we will necessarily make it there, although there is a particularly good 7-cost spell in Demon Hunter right now. It's called... It's not called Filthy Scoundrel, called Expendable Performers. That's pretty good. A good try, but our wriggling horror is enough. GG. I swear, after you play a few games in the arena, like the first couple games obviously are unbelievably difficult. But once you get up to higher and higher wins, the games naturally get easier and easier, it seems. Okay, we get to 4. We're making the run more and more respectable with each game. Always some interesting, sometimes even some really fun runs where you get down to that 2-loss bracket super early and then try to fire up a bunch of wins in a row. It's definitely suspenseful. Definitely suspenseful. Going for 5. Who do we got? Show me a... maybe Warrior? We haven't seen one of those in a little bit of time. Maybe they have like 6 Dragon Roars or something and they play 3 Aceras or something. Maybe something reasonable like that could be fun. Ah, another Demon Hunter. Is this isn't one of the same Demon Hunters, is it? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's go ahead and toss the spell and keep the minions. Right on. Cool. That can work. That can work. Ooh-wee. We coining? We coining 2s? We coining Berserkers? Berserkers not looking so good against Demon Hunter's hero power. I'm in, though. I'm in. Tempo. Tempo, tempo, tempo. This into Importer, into Scorpion, into pick a 4. Seems like something that we could do.
The light protects me.
Okay. Interesting. Hero power goes to the dome. We don't really have a great way to handle this, right? If we bump, they just bump back in hero power. I guess if we force a hero power, is that okay?
You never knew you wanted.
Oh, a new challenger is super fun. Awesome. And it corrupts stuff. I completely forgot that existed. I think just doing this makes it okay. If they just hero power instead of playing a 3-drop, this has probably done its job. Bump hero power, and imagine they do nothing with the rest of their 2 mana. We come into Scorpion, and that's completely fine. Unfortunately, they had a Tol'vir. And now we're sad. We didn't stop curve at all. Oh, that's not correct at all. Oh, geez Louise, that was a huge error. Okay, well, we're not crying anymore. We shove the tears back up into our eyes, and we make the easy trades that our opponent left. They must have just thought they already had that Reborn out there. Like, taken care of. I didn't play my Righteous Protector. Got a 2 and a 3. I mean, it's not like these are playable, so yeah, rally. Get a poison back, it's pretty reasonable. Man, that was very generous of our opponent. You wouldn't believe how much it costs to pay these people to throw like that, you know? Now, I'm thinking they probably just forgot that they didn't pop that open on the previous turn. They thought maybe I attacked. It was already a 3-1, that it was the Reborn copy. This seems like it's just fine here. Yep, looks pretty solid. Forces another hero power. It gets another solid 2-drop on the board. Maybe leading into an Invigorating Sermon. They keep having curve, which is a little annoying. I'm trying to stop your curve by forcing hero powers. There goes the weapon. Great draw. Great draw. We love that. What do you think is in a new challenger? Maybe a nice Battle Master for some Wind Fury action? Maybe a good old Claw Machine? What else? What is a really good 6? Overstated 6s. What are the overstated 6s right now? 6 mana. There's no damaged Stegatron. That was always a good one. That's rude. 3 mana. What? Well, hold on. How much was this? 4 mana? How much was this? 3 mana? What is life? What is love? Maybe don't hurt me. This seems like a pretty reasonable Invigorating Sermon, which means I'm just gonna do this and this. Yeah, bonk and bonk and bonk. Coming to you, or just simply a new challenger. Maybe with the elephant in hand, a new challenger. Let's go ahead and top deck a Carousel Griffin then, and double corrupt. I think a lot of people don't know that doesn't gain stats unless it's the whole board empty instead of just your side. 2 Insatiable Fellhounds. Good gravy. Good top deck, though. Give me the claw. Give me the claw. Give me the claw. Give me the claw. The claw. Oh, that. Forgot about that, too. It's got to be the claw machine, right? We don't need that, do we? Do we? We don't. We don't. We don't. It's just claw. Or do we? A billion cards? We don't need a billion cards. 1 card will be fine. Let's just do this. That is good. That is good. So, in Twitchland, I had a deck just today, actually, on the same day I'm recording this, that had a Roam. That's extremely rude of you. That had a Roam and a Zai, the Incredible, and an Alistraza. And it was one of the most fun Demon Hunters I have played. Maybe some of you watching right now were there for it. Just incredible run. Copying Alistrazas left and right. Like 2 to 3 Alistrazas per game with those Zais. And Rome was pretty good at it. Nice refresh on an overall light deck. Okay, so as much as it was very rude for them to silence our Claw Machine, they still didn't really play cards, any cards, so it's pretty good for us. Let's go ahead and drop this first. Maybe it's time for Onyxia next turn. These all look really winning to me, so let's grab Consec. Play the ginormous Chungus. And I don't know what you're supposed to do here as a Demon Hunter. I don't think there's really anything to do here other than hit the button, right? Right? That's definitely not it. Yeah, so maybe one day, now we've played 7 games, maybe one day we'll still get to play that Onyxia. Fingers crossed. Onyxia into Invigorating Sermon, perhaps? Okay, Sandwasp, Merchant, and Moarg. Is that a go first? Oh, you know, that start doesn't seem as good. Sandwasp Queen, not quite as good when you're up against a rogue. That is honestly making me not even want to keep it. It's so bad against rogue, particularly when I have Temple Berserkers and whatnot. I'm going to toss it and look for some better options here. Berserker me. Oh, geez. Or we can just get all our late game cards in one. That's fine too. Whichever. We can either get some other 2s and 3s, or if we just want to get literally every single late game card in the deck, that's whatever. Temple Berserker, you were trolling me, my dude. We're gonna have to tempo a Walnut Sprite next turn unless we can go ahead and top deck a Scorpid now. Just a nice Berserker into Scorpid off the top, deck trolling. Not Octobot, not Octobot, not Octobot. Sure, you can have a Myrtle, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. Uh-oh, not buffed, not a buffed lad. Okay, it's not a buffed lad, at least. Interesting. Are you gonna dagger next? I guess we can make it more likely. This seems better than tempoing the 3/3. Just slam this. And make this value trade. I could also ship Dome, since I might be playing Consec next turn. But I think that... Now that's actually tough. I get this trade anyway? You know what? Heck. Whatever, we're going Dome. I got Consecration. Chip it to the face. You hero powering? Sure. Double trade and just leave a 3/1? Could I convince you to go all face at all? No, eh? Fair enough. Fair enough. Real nice draw. Been bailed out. Some really rough, a really rough starting hand with some really good draws. Luckily, filling in the curve, particularly this Sunwell and that small lad from earlier, which is known as battle guy. It's known as. I was just saying its name over and over. Temple Berserker. That's the one. That's right, that's the one. Let's go ahead and play this Lord Lad. And give this a whack. Let's see if they take the 5-5. Here's the game. Here's the game where we're going to get that nice Onyxia in on turn 9. Doesn't want to take the 3 damage. Do they? Do want to take the 3 damage. Huh. That's pretty large. So there's no way they can know about our consecration here. Which we have a pretty good one, and I think that's going to be well worth sacrificing the turn 3 play, right? Is it though? Is it actually better? It is. I could consect next turn. I could bump 3/3, and then consect next turn. Is that crazy? Maybe that's not crazy. This just goes face. We got a big Lord's Poison that they can trade with this, but that's okay, right? Consec bump hero power is fine, but they dagger for 5. Guess they'd be down to 13 in that case. You know, why don't we go ahead and do this?
Really? It's not too heavy.
Oh, a youthful brewmaster. Brew this back one day. I don't think so. We're just running this over here. Scorpion gets us. Well, I guess we're going to be healing something. Discover another spell? We could be drawing for all our corruptible stuff by the time we get to Onyxia, but I think I'm down for a snack run. That seems fun. Bump that. This comes to the dome. And let's see what the heck they get doing here. 1/1, 1/1, and weapon into the 2/4 with a ping, maybe? Oh! A Fog Sail Freebooter. That's a top deck, right? Not a terrible top deck, but it does feed right into our consec, so it's not maybe that good. They're going to probably value trade the 4/6 and the 2/2. Especially now that they have the poison on board. Excuse me. No, the 2/2 though. Oh no, that's tragic. That is absolute tragedy. I am just so sorry. We could have considered one day brewing this back, but with this play, we absolutely must. We absolutely must do this. And I guess, are we just playing snack run in that case? Or are we just hero powering? Maybe we're just hero powering.
No, I've got this.
No, I've got this. I guess I could play a 3-mana 4/4 and say I don't really need the Echo, do I? Yeah, I guess 3-mana 4/4 is fine. If that didn't have the word Echo on it, I would be tempoing it all day. Better just throw it out there. Lots of stats pushing for lethal. Dagger into the 5/1 down to 9. And Claw to keep the board clear. It's a little rude, but it's fine because they don't actually keep anything on the board. Start with a snack. Sure. I could have considered saving that and just tempoing this. But they don't have Fan of Knives anymore. It's Scorcher, that'd be rude. Oh my. Oh, what can you get from this? That devastates me. Cthulhu spell for mage. Mask of Cthulhu would be rude.
You're not that sharp.
Get these off of me!
Okay, so Invigorating Sermon puts them down to 4. We could also just trade off, play the Onyxia, and look for it as well. Okay, now they have the Prize Plunderer too. Dang, easy over there. All right, fine.
The battle! The battle! The battle!
Fine then. Onyxia, get in here. You can't just clear the 1/1s. You gotta go for the big Dragoon. So this is a real tough one to handle. We know that 2 of their cards are just 1/1s. We know 1 is a random spell? Or a card? So it's kind of just a top deck here. We'll see if they know that these are all gonna summon back again. Random spell they just need for like removal, I guess. Assassinate or something. Huzzah! All right, we did it. We did everything we came here to do. We had a bit of a comeback kid story, up to 6 wins. We got to play our Onyxia, our legendary minion, so I think we're officially happy with the run, right? Going 2-2 and bringing that up to 6 is already quite nice. If we can get infinite, we can get infinite. That's awesome. But I think with that Onyxia coming down, we're like, okay, whew. Everything we wanted to do right there. We got Engineer and Pandaren once again against yet another Warlock. They have not been kind to us, these Warlocks.
Behold the light inferno!
Sure, looks good to me. Sure, by the time we get to it, we'll have a turn 3, whether it's through Pandaren or Deep Run or a top deck Scorp. Or Bananaman, maybe.
Get it out! Get it out!
Well. Let's get the Berserker out there. Tempo first, value later. Really good target for the Berserker as well. If we don't top deck a 3, we'll probably want to lead with the Engineer to find a curve play.
Got something to hide?
So we definitely do this. Probably should play the Deep Run. It's just a little awkward because they can run the 2-3 into the Deep Run. No brew potential, but we want to look for like a 4-cost Amalgam here, probably. Or even an Annoyatron to fill in the curve next turn could be nice.
I could have sworn it went back together.
Nah. I guess we take Dirigible, and instead of playing it next turn, we just top deck 3, right? Oh, good heavens, that's strong. Oh my god, that's so good. Hey, at least it's off curve. At least it's off curve. At least it is not on the curve. Not what we wanted to see. Not what we wanted to see. This doesn't look that great. Let's throw down the Pandaren. Let's throw down the Pandaren. Grab ourselves maybe just an Avenge to play. You know what? Why don't we just save Equality? Equality Consec. We miss curve. Come back with an Equality Consecration or an Equality City Tax. The problem is we're up against a Warlock, so they don't really run out of steam. But I think we'll take it anyway. It'll let us play our Invigorating Sermon as well, more than likely.
What is it?
What is it? It means they're double trading, right? Oh no, it just means they're playing a ginormous Chungus. Well, maybe I'm actually just playing Consecration right now. Okay, let me feel my emotions before you hit me with them here, deck. So we can play a Consecration now and still keep our Equalic rate. That's nice. That's good. Stop that peasant. What is it? From drawing too many cards? Seems okay. Venomous Scorpid and this seem pretty good, even though the Scorpid gets a little wrecked by this 3-3. I already have a Consec. Let's grab a ginormous Pharaoh's Blessing. And we can also brew back the Pandaren is another idea. But we can always do that maybe next turn. Just get this out there. Just get this out there. That 3/3 is trading into the Scorp anyway, more than likely. Okay.
No, don't.
Oh, good heavens.
Good.
What? Nut Sprite? Your minions are tiny. Oh, you are running out of steam fast.
We will feed on this world.
Nut Sprites for days. Got a nice discount there. Just Pharaoh's Blessing here probably is fine. Although we do have the option of Brew, and Brew is pretty cool too. Give them a bunch of nuts. If the more they play nuts, the better our Quality Consecration is going to be down the line, maybe. I think they're going to nuts a couple times before they tap, right? How greedy is that? Extraordinarily? I'm on board for that, though.
Those were priceless.
Drink with me, friend.
Brew that back, and then we're just going to Invigorating Sermon, I think. Boop. Keep this Wombo combo. Let's see the nuts. Pharaoh's Blessing, holding on to Pharaoh's Blessing could let us corrupt a couple more things that we draw to. You don't even want a nuts? You just want to tap? Okay. Alrighty. Well. Welp. 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 Let's do this.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Day of the Fair, sure. Drop this lad.
Soar like a butterfly.
And see if they finally decide to drop some nuts here. Another tap. Nuts? Hello? Rush? That's very rude. Any other thing we could just kill with Consecration? Nah. Okay. Alright. Alright. Our opponent is only going for maximum nuts. I can respect that. There's another Carousel Griffin. Is it time? Is it time then? I have a Quality Consecration, so, you know, whatever. Go ahead and use your hard removal. Or play a big Chungus. Play, you know, whatever. I got a Qualicrate, so I have no fear. I'm going dome. I'm going to the face.
I have things you never knew.
Can't play Twisting Nether. They could get a Hysteria here. Would that clear board? Just barely, maybe. Definitely, 100% it would. Would it? That seems a tad desperate. Do they really not have any hard removal for this? Oh, I stand corrected. They do. Of course they're going to snipe that. Why wouldn't they absolutely snipe that and stop themselves from dying? That's excellent. Okay, so we got 3 new cards. Qualicrate means I hero power. I gotta do it. I'm gonna die, which is, you know, we don't want to die. Do we? Do we want to die instead? 2, 3, 6, 9, 11. Pitrock, we're dead. Ugh. Just play the big taunt. We know they don't have hard removal. Unless they drew it and it's more expensive. Only I could have Qualicrate and develop something a little better than a hero power. That just gets wrecked anyway. Though we do have this on turn 10, which is a pretty good comeback mechanic. Usually a 5-mana 9/9 rush and a 5-mana 9/9 taunt Divine Shield is good enough. Although we have seen that it hasn't been good enough in a couple of our losses already. What do we got? That was quite the 50-50 Cascading Disaster. Sure. That's fine. And that's fine. That's not that good. That's not that good. Alright. Boopity bop. Surely that's it. Surely that's GG. You got your 1 Cascading Disaster. That's it. We're done here. Just play a nut and concede. I did that earlier today, actually. Pretty large. Pretty large Chungus. Okay, fair enough. That's quite big. And they do want to play a single nut to try to contest the board as best they can. I wonder if that means anything about what this card is. Okay, Bananaman, what do you have for me?
Really, it's not too heavy.
Interesting. Well, I was gonna just play you guys, or just you maybe. I'm thinking I might decide to do this time. And leave a 10-11 on board. That looks good, but you know, we'll see. Twisting Nether with 2 little mounts. Who just plays 2 dreaded mounts? Both drafted too. Wow, that's a cool life. 2 dreaded mounts with a witch's cauldron. The synergy is unbelievable. My 10-11 is gonna be a frog, and then perpetual flame. Hex perpetual flame. Right? That'd be fun. Earthquake Concede because it's not quite enough. Could also be fun. Dang, that is a fun little bit of synergy there with those 1/1s. Sorry it had to go this way. Oh, oh no. The story of the uncorrupted OP cards, Cascading Disaster and Dunk Tank. That is tragic. I have lethal, right? Surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dong. Dong. Let's make it just a real large Bananaman. Ooh, that's actually a really good stat line. Let's keep it there. Ooh. Boom. Boom. And bananaed. Feels good. I felt like this deck really deserved to go infinite. And it's a strong one. Yeah, once you get to 7, I think you just got to be happy, no matter what, right? Yeah, no matter if you got a 12-0 deck or a 3-win deck that makes it to 7. I think 7 wins with how crazy decks are nowadays is just nice. So going from 2 wins all the way here has me breathing even easier than when we got to 6. All right, another lock. What do you think? Righteous Protector Pandaren pretty good. So, like, it seems like Warlock's pretty good right now, you know? Like, all the decks over 3 wins are just Warlock, Warlock, Warlock. I'm going to keep Forge Fiend again, because, you know why. I explained it last time. I got Curve for days over here, and I'm just going to corrupt all these 5s. I've 2 cards over 5 mana. I think it works. I think it works with this deck. Did I win the last game I did that with? I don't think. Maybe I didn't. Warlock, please be reasonable to me. Start with Righteous Protector, probably into the Pandaren. Unless they play a 3-2, then it's Wriggling. They do not play a 3-2. So it's a pretty... Oh, never mind. Change of plans. Berserker, you're in. And we never bump because they're going to bump, and then we're going to wriggle. And then we're going to wriggle and maybe even coin a brew on the wriggle. That could be something. Tap on 3? Oh no, a gasp. A coil. Okay, coils, honestly, it's a relief to see coil nowadays. I guess now we'll just Pandaren and coin the wriggle. Jeez Louise. Okay, I guess now we'll just Bananaman.
Really, it's not too heavy.
And chill, because we're gonna value trade here, and then brew back the Bananaman and coin and replay the Bananaman? Maybe? That seems like a lot of stats, doesn't it? Down the line? Just several Bananaman?
Pay attention, class.
Okay. Okay.
No, I've got this.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I think I want to definitely absolutely do that.
Really,
Okay, well, I mean, these aren't corrupted, but they're still pretty well statted. 3 mana 5/5 that doesn't give your opponent bananas is pretty good. I mean, these look solid, right? That looks good. These look well statted, I guess. Looks fine. Looks better than their Violet Teacher. Let's see some spells. Demonic Assault on the 4/3, maybe? Ooh, what does that mean? Oh, Grimoire. Cool. Nice. Grimoire and a ping? Another spell? Surely not. That's a pretty solid turn. Unfortunately, they have to leave this up, which is a little unfortunate. Or we could even city tax and make this trade. I don't really want to I don't really want to give a Divine Shield into the 1/1. What I could do is play Wriggle. Could play Nut and Pandaren. Could be fine. Let's start with the Pandaren. I'm down for that.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Party. And a Big Nut.
Challenge accepted.
And no more 1/1s. So these are going to be pretty big by the looks of things. Hopefully I top deck something I don't have to... Hopefully I find a play that I don't have to play these. That's a really solid shield here. Really solid shield. They tap last, which is not wise. What? You don't make this value trade? You don't make that value trade? That's insane. This is huge. I'm going to trade the city tax then. Yeah, sure. Yeah, these are going to be really big. I mean, this warlock is probably hoping they have hard removal, because we have a couple big chunguses coming in pretty quickly here. Just like 1 or 2 11/11 taunts. Maybe looking for a Twisting Nether at this point. Like, they're going to need more than a couple pieces of hard removal. That's fine, as long as it's not Rush. Ooh, that could be something. Drain, could you imagine? Okay, that's a pretty good card, but it's not, like, super great against our party up. Let's get our stuff corrupted here. See if we find any Rush. We do not find any Rush. And we will get rid of... Maybe I get rid of the 3/3 here, honestly. We got Wriggling Horror. I just want to save face here, I think. I'm just going to get rid of that. They have poisons forever. I'll figure it out. If they have another Grimoire, that could be really bad. Demonic Assaults. Demonic Assault's okay. They might try to ignore some stuff here. Ah, that's rather a problem. An 8/9 is pretty big. Wriggling Horror. I do get rid of the lifesteal. How do I handle this? Sound of the bells. If I wriggle here... Oh my god, this thing's enormous. Good lord. I wriggle here. And just rush. I'd want to rush the 8/9, right? They draw an extra card. Rip City Tax that I tossed. Yeah, I think we do this. Bonk. Bonk. And just get this the heck out of here. They draw an extra card. We just hope these poisons get out of our life. Peasant's a little annoying here. But hopefully, even if they draw like a billion cards, they can't handle all these stats. They might have to trade the Peasant too. What is it? Okay, two trades. 3 trades. Yep, that's what we were hoping for. An amalgam. We don't care about an amalgam. A poison. We do care about that. What the heck is that? Gee, dang it. I guess we're sounding bells then. 2 bells here. For sure. Maybe a sand wasp? One of these? And then one more bell? Alright. Let me play my large chunguses, please. How many cards you got? 11? 1 card away from 3 mana 3/3 lifesteal, deal 6. I still have 2 Consects and a City Tax. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Making a couple trades, playing the Bloodbound, that's fine. We just slam our big... It's time to slam the big chunguses. City Tax, you're too late. I'm afraid you're too late. Should I play 1 chungus or 2 chunguses? Surely you're not going to be able to handle a 20/20 on this turn, right? What do you think? Here comes a fully... They can only have corrupted their... they've only played 1 card over 4 mana. They can only have corrupted their Cascading Disaster once. Like I said, once. Good, come on. Like, are you kidding me? I played around it. Like, I knew that you hadn't had time to corrupt it yet. So I played them both now. That is not very kind. Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Okay, set up lethal. 5. I mean, they have to full trade into this. 5, 7, 9, 12. I guess I would do this. They didn't play the Nobleman until after the Cascading Disaster. Come on, man. Come on. As if we lose the game from that Cascading Disaster. As if. As if. What can we top deck? True Silver? Like, can we even actually get around this? I guess they're debating what to do with this guy, right? That is some RNG. This entire run, at least we put in a streak, but this absolutely should have been a win. Odds were in our favor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I cannot... I have to trade this if I'm ever going to survive.
A fine purchase.
There's True Silver. There's True Silver, meaning I could take what? If I take 3 and made the best trade, I'm still dead, so this always has to trade here. What's this? A silence? Then we got to True Silver. Where does that leave us? 6? Leaves us alive by 1. Okay, they might silence their Bloodbound. Ooh, baby! Pretty good top deck. Pretty good top deck. Good God. Wow. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is nuts. Well, I mean, the RNG in this run was actually quite terrible. All 3 losses. The Warlock, I think, the first Warlock was the best game. The other 2 were just. But at least we got to 7. I think this deck is probably a 10 to 12 win deck most of the time. I think that this is going to be one of the weaker. If I played this deck 10 times, I feel like it gets 10 more than half of the time. I think the deck is extremely strong. But we had some pretty bad RNG, some pretty bad matchups. This game should have been a win, but hey, that's Hearthstone. That's how she goes. Anything? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. Anything else? Anyone seeing anything else? Incredible. Incredible. Even the top deck at the end. Wow. What a shame. The good news is because I am done with this recording, I don't have to, record another hour until I get to 12. I can go spend some time with my wife over these last couple days while I'm in Seattle. The next video, guys, will be back home on Monday. So I'm hoping that I got this posted by, maybe I shouldn't say that, because what if I don't post this until next Monday? Next video will be at home, and looking forward to getting that one going, where I have, we'll get all the 12s rolling there when I have more time. See you guys then. We did end up corrupting our stuff quite a lot, which was nice. This is just top tier. This is just top tier stuff. We got good curve, great value. Only thing it's missing is 6s. Again, I think this is probably a 12-win deck a lot of the time, but sometimes that's just not the way she goes. Let's see what we got. Give me the rewards. Give me the goods. Oh God, we're rich. Oh my God. Probably a golden legendary from this pack, I bet. Decent. All right, everyone. Hey, thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.
My name is Judge.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is
That's a silly name.
Judge.
Okay, that's enough.